What's going on, guys? Jacoborth back here with another video of Jacob's Life Vegas, coming to you guys with a topic that is going to be very important to those of you that are locals here and those of you that are going to be coming to visit here as tourists, especially of you that are going to be driving on the roads here in Nevada, here in the Las Vegas area. First, I do want to give a shout out to Daniel, Daniel actually tipped me on PayPal just the other day. So hey, thank you for Daniel for the tip. I appreciate it. I put the link in the description down below of every video. If you guys ever want to go down there and throw me a tip for the awesome content, I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. Now here I want to talk to you guys about something that is actually going through the Nevada Legislature right now. And I'm going to read you guys this article, and it's a big thing that's got a lot of noise here in Nevada because it's a very sensitive subject. It's going to be about people's privacy. It's about privacy and it's about safety. It's kind of the topics we're going to be talking about here. But for a lot of people, the part that's sensitive to them is a part of privacy. And I'm going to read you guys this. If you're using your cell phone and get into a car crash in Nevada, a new bill, if it becomes law, would allow police to check your phone. Okay, I'll put the link for this article down below, and I'll put the link, also if I can find it, is a good article or a good website that shows all the representatives here in Nevada, and you can actually, contact your representative if you want to voice your opinion on this matter, because this could become law here in Nevada soon. So Assembly Bill 200 would allow police officers to ask you if you were on your phone and give them the ability to plug a device into it to determine whether or not that's actually the case. So this could be big when it comes to traffic accidents here in Southern Nevada, or here in Nevada in general. Think of this like the breathalyzer for someone who is suspected of driving under the influence of alcohol. This device is similar to the Textalyzer app tested across New York State. The bill would allow for officers to confiscate a driver's license and suspend it for 90 days if they are unwilling to let police check their phone. So if you don't let the police check your phone, they could take your license. It could be gone for 3 months. The bill is generating a lot of debate. Should police officers be allowed to check your phone is the question. Some people think it's acceptable. Some people think it is not. The crux of the bill is that trained officers can use a special device that looks for data as to whether or not the phone was in use at or around the time of the crash. It would not allow other data to be accessed on the phone. Let's see, again, just give some more commentary about the law. Supporters say it's a good tool for law enforcement because, supposedly people don't care that much just about a $50 fine. Others say that it's a good concept, but I feel like it would be executed, but that should be executed differently, where it's not as invasive. The ACLU has not yet weighed in on the bill, but others believe there are still privacy concerns, to say the least. So this is one that's going to be interesting to see how it pans out because, you have a scenario here where, okay, so with the law, right? Obviously here in the U.S., everyone has probably heard the phrase, right? Innocent until proven guilty. Okay, but let's talk about a few scenarios here because the information I just gave you from that article is all the information I have. I have no idea who's sponsoring this bill, who wrote the bill, how it's going to pan out here in Nevada, soon, and how it's going to work out. But, let's think just a couple scenarios, okay? So, say you are in an accident and, you're not the one at fault, right? Someone hits you. They hit you whether you live here or whether you're a tourist. You get hit, you say, hey, I wasn't on my phone during the accident, right? If you get asked by law enforcement, I was not on my phone, I was just at the stop sign and someone came up and rear-ended me, okay? Well, you say, I wasn't on my phone. You're essentially supposed to be innocent at that point. Now, if a law enforcement agent asks, well, I need to see your phone, and you say no, now you're kind of in a tough spot here because now you're in a place where you say no, so they could take your license for 90 days and suspend it. So now it's like you're essentially guilty, and now you have to prove you're innocent to get your license back. Okay, and that's not supposed to be how the justice system works. It's not supposed to be how the law works. Okay, the other side of it too is say you do get hit and the other person just accuses you of being on your phone just because they know that the police are going to go ahead and check your phone. Okay, again, it's just because someone says you did something doesn't mean there's actually proof that you did it. Anybody can make a claim, anybody can make an accusation. Proving something is an entirely different matter. So now, you might run into a situation where you give someone who committed the violation, who was at fault in the accident, you might give them, more power to basically make the other person's life more difficult until something is proven. So that's the part that a lot of people are probably not happy with because, essentially now it's almost like, feels like you might be guilty until proven innocent on the matter. Throw in another wrinkle on this. This is the part for the tourists. You know, because a lot of our tourism here in Las Vegas, people drive here, right? A lot comes from California, from Arizona, from Utah, other states where people drive, but also other people who come here and they rent a car. A lot of people come on business and they rent a car so they can travel to the convention center back and forth. They can take clients out, or they rent a car because they want to go to downtown Vegas. They want to go hiking at Red Rock. They want to go off the strip, right? So imagine you're here on vacation from another state. If this becomes law and you don't know the law because you're visiting from Texas or Ohio or Florida, wherever the case is, you know, this law does not sound like it's something that is really common across the U.S. I do not know. But, you know, imagine the same thing. You know, someone hits you in an accident, you're not at fault for it, you know, and then now all of a sudden your phone gets taken because you either don't want to show it because, you know, back in your state, you're like, no, you can't just take my phone. It's my property. You can't just take my property. Well, now your phone is taken. It's gotten your license suspended for 90 days, and you got to go back to Ohio. You got to go back to Texas. You got to go back to wherever you're from with a suspended license because, you know, when something happens here in Nevada, you're subject to Nevada law. No matter where you're visiting from, you are subject to Nevada law and how Nevada operates. So this is something I could see where obviously locals may not be too thrilled about it if it does pass. There's some who are going to like it if it passes because they think it's better for the safety of people on the road in Nevada. But I think you're definitely getting into an area, a sensitive area here with people's privacy and people's information where they're not going to be happy, you know, with this scenario, because we can think of another one. Say you're on your Bluetooth, right? You have your Bluetooth plugged in, you're hands-free when you're driving, right? This is common, especially for taxi drivers, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, limo drivers, bus drivers. All these people who drive and are in the transportation industry on the strip and in the area, they've got a Bluetooth in while they're driving. They got their phone, you know, their phone is obviously on because the Bluetooth is connected to it. But again, say it's a similar scenario where there's an accident takes place and the police say, hey, you know, we want to check your phone. And you say, well, I was actually on my Bluetooth. I wasn't even using my phone. I wasn't, you know, using my phone in my hands. I was hands-free. And the police say, well, we still need to check your phone anyway. Well, then again, you know, I don't know if the police are going to be able to see on the phone if they look at your information, if they can see your Bluetooth was hooked up to the phone. I don't know if that's going to be something else. That could add another level of complexity to it, where again, now you're in a spot where you have to prove that you were on your Bluetooth while your phone was, you know, being used during the time of the accident. So I think you throw just a lot of different levels into this thing, okay, where it could go wrong. You know, of course, other people are going to be concerned about, hey, you know, how do I know that all they can see is, you know, just my phone calls or my phone history? And some people think that's, you know, invasive enough of their privacy. Others would be concerned, you know, that, hey, maybe they could access emails, maybe they access pictures or photos. You know, people have lots of personal, private information on their phones. They might have business information on their phones they don't want anybody seeing. You know, especially if it's something, they don't want to put that information at risk, especially if it's just for something like a car crash, especially if it's a minor car crash. You know, it sounds like it could create a lot of hassle for people legally. So this bill still has a ways to go, okay? This is not law in Nevada, and it may never be law. Who knows how it pans out? But I want to hear what you guys say down below about this. Some of you might think this is a good idea and go for it. You know, others might say, hey, you know, just increase the fee from, you know, $50 to $100 or whatever for people who get caught, you know, driving while texting or something like that. Others, you know, might just say no completely because this is an invasion of privacy for people, you know, who live here and for people who are going to be visiting here, and there's going to be a lot of backlash. I want to hear what you guys have to say about this. I enjoy doing topics like this because every so often something makes its way to the news here in Nevada that, you know, affects locals and tourists alike. So this is a big one for both of you. Please subscribe for more awesome videos in the future. Any of you guys want to get a hold of me and talk to me about moving to Las Vegas or anything like that, links down below. You can talk to me on Clarity. You guys will support me on Patreon. Link is down below for that as well. Please subscribe. That's it for this video. I'm Jacob. This is My Life in Vegas.